Jonathan and Jeremy, Jonathan and Jeremy, join them on their adventures and stories, learning new lessons every day and meeting new friends along the way. It's Jonathan and Jeremy, Jonathan and Jeremy.
Patience beats all kind of speed. There once lived two great friends. One was called Jonathan the Rabbit. He was a good boy with a lot of kindness and patience. His friend Jeremy was a naughty monkey. Jeremy did not like following rules and would always deceive others so he could get what he wanted. One day, Jeremy hurriedly came home to Jonathan's house. "The farmer has left his mangoes unguided. Come, let's go and steal them." Jonathan looked at Jeremy astonished. "No stealing," said Jonathan. Jeremy, shamefaced, looked down at the ground. "What will you have us do then?" "Why don't we plant our own fruits? I've always wanted a little garden," said Jonathan. Jeremy looked at his friend and agreed to the idea unwillingly. They met the next day and started planting the seeds. Jeremy sat and watched as Jonathan toiled heavily on the garden. Jonathan dug and dug for so many days. When he was finally finished, Jeremy looked at the garden and proudly walked around as if it was his own. "This garden looks too beautiful. We have really done well for ourselves, haven't we?" Jonathan looked at him. "It does," Jeremy said as he looked at the garden himself too. They then agreed to be meeting at the garden every day so as to water and look after the seedlings as they grew. Every day, Jonathan would come and water the plants, but Jeremy would only show up once a week to check on their progress. Jonathan grew tired of his friend's behavior, but was still willing to share his hard work. When the fruits had finally formed on the trees, Jeremy ran to Jonathan. "Come on, my friend, let's take some fruits and eat them." Jonathan looked at the fruits and turned to Jeremy. "No, let's wait until they ripen so we can enjoy them when they are sweet." Jeremy began to nag. "I have waited for long enough. I know what you want to do. You want to keep all the fruits for yourself." Jonathan was hurt by this remark. He looked at his friend shocked. "Let's divide this garden into two so that everyone can have their own piece." Jonathan was about to protest when Jeremy took a big stick and divided the garden anyway. Jonathan looked at his friend as he jumped up to take a couple of mangoes. Jeremy went and locked them in his house. Every day, Jonathan would come to look at his fruits as they grew, and every day, Jeremy would take more from his trees and put them in his house. After a few days, Jeremy's land was bare, while Jonathan's was full of beautiful fruits. One day, as he was tending to his garden, enjoying his fruits, he noticed Jeremy's piece of land was empty and bare. He went to check on him. On knocking, he heard Jeremy's weak voice telling him to come in from inside. He found his friend's stomach was big and he couldn't move. He asked what the matter was, and the monkey only cried as he gestured. "You were right. I should have waited for the fruits to ripen. My stomach has been aching for so long. I will never again rush into things. Will you forgive me?" Jonathan smiled. "My friend, you will always be my friend. I'm happy you've seen your bad ways and that you are willing to reform. Come, let me help. Just be patient and drink a lot of water. Your stomach will be fine." They walked outside, side by side, towards Jonathan's house. You may find our audiobooks at jonathanjeremy.com. Please subscribe to our channel now if you like this story. Thank you.